Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to read through pretty much the full article here. There is a link in the description. In brief, San Antonio cops have killed a 13-year-old boy. They shot him, they killed him. Is that a bad thing? Well, frankly, no. No is the answer, so that's my opinion. You can disagree with me. You can object to my callousness in not really caring about this 13-year-old boy being shot dead by police. We'll go through the details in a second, but, frankly, in my opinion, the boy deserved to be shot, frankly, and I don't care about him, frankly. That's where I stand. San Antonio officers shot and killed a 13-year-old boy driving a stolen vehicle that he used to ram into a cop car. This happened on Friday morning. So look, yeah, there's my stance. If you are dumb enough, reckless enough, evil enough to ram a vehicle purposefully into another vehicle, go fuck yourself. I don't care if you're 13, don't care if you're 12, don't really care what your age is, your gender, or anything else. You put the lives of other people in danger, go fuck yourselves. Officers said they arrived near the 5100 block of Warcloud Street at around 1 a.m. when they approached a red vehicle that callers had described in regards to gunfire in the area. So, seemingly, a bit of speculation on my part, but seemingly the police were called about gunfire in the area and a red car had been mentioned by the witnesses, by the callers in, and so these police acted accordingly. Captain Jesse Salame said that when the 13-year-old driver, who has yet to be identified, spotted one of the approaching police cars, the 13-year-old threw the stolen car into reverse and struck the cops. Here's a quote: "When he sees the other police car behind him, it looks like he veers in and crashes into that police car purposefully on the driver's side. An officer from another patrol car then fired one shot, which wounded the teenager in the abdomen. There were also two other boys in the car at the time, but notably, the teenager that was shot in the abdomen was transported to hospital and he subsequently died. Forgive me, consider me to be callous if you like. Boo-hoo. I don't give a fuck. The 13-year-old was seemingly, I'm going to say, gangbanging. He's in a stolen car. He's the one at the driver's wheel. I'm going to presume that he stole it. He's out at 1 a.m. This is not an innocent 13-year-old. This is a gangbanger. There were gunfires, potentially from the same vehicle, potentially from these same boys. We don't know that 100%. But it would make sense, wouldn't it? The captain, the police captain, said that whilst it wasn't immediately clear if the driver was armed, officers had feared for their safety after one of the cars was hit. Yes. Look, I mean, if you're driving around purposefully crashing into people or vehicles, then you're using that car as a weapon. And yes, cars can kill. So look, I have no objection to this police officer shooting at this teen. None at all. Here's again a quote from the captain. He thought the other officer was going to be struck again. So the officer who fired his weapon has not been identified. He's been placed on admin leave, which is perfectly normal. Standard procedure, seems to make sense. Allow an investigation to continue. And it just gives the officer concerned a little bit of breathing space. They can come to terms with the incident. I mean, the officer, I guarantee, did not turn up for work that evening thinking to themselves, you know what, I'd really love to kill a juvenile tonight. I really hope I can do that. No, the officer went to work to protect society, to protect his fellow colleagues. And he witnessed one car purposely driving into one of the police vehicles, and that officer took action. I have no issue with that at all. The fatal shooting took place less than 3 hours after another shooting in the area that left an 18-year-old in critical condition. The article goes on to say that there's no understanding, there's no indication if the two incidences are related to each other, but they may be. They may be. My upshot is this 13-year-old is a piece of shit. Sorry, parents, not really sorry. What the fuck were you doing? Letting your 13-year-old become a car thief. I mean, that's not normal. You must have done some things or not done some things to have encouraged or allowed that situation to occur. Your 13-year-old son thought it would be a good idea to purposefully drive into a police vehicle. That was a mistake. It cost him his life. Perhaps you should have done a little bit more parenting. Perhaps you shouldn't have allowed him to be out and about at 1 a.m. You know, that's my feeling. You can disagree if you like, but I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. To me, San Antonio cops, well done, boys. You were doing your job. You did what you had to do. You have to protect yourselves. You have to protect your colleagues, and you did that. You did not ask for this situation. You handled it as best you could. Is the outcome ideal? No. But, you know, this is the situation that you were put in. They put you in this situation. The 13-year-old boy put you in this situation. You didn't ask for this situation. You just had to respond accordingly, which you did. So, to me, this is a nothing burger. If there's any riots in regards to this 13-year-old boy being shot, I will personally come around and clip everyone around the ear hole that's rioting. I'm going to leave things here, guys. Thanks for your time.